Oh, there's nothing I love more than driving short tracks in NASCAR 15. Well, except for maybe taking a short walk off of a long pier. I said that wrong. I should have said a long walk off of a short pier, but considering that we're about to do 100 laps at Bristol, a short walk on a long pier is about as much of an exercise in futility as this intro is. So let's kill it and talk about some sponsors, because we pulled in another sponsor after our victory at Michigan, Featherlight Coaches. So they're on for 8 races and a budget contribution of $14,000. The driver standings, we did move up in them, up to 18th place, almost legitimately in the chase on points. Just about 40 points behind Kyle Larson there on the cut line, but again, we have 3 wins at this point, so we're pretty much solidly in. Actually, we have 5 wins. We have 3 wins in NASCAR Heat. Wow, way to screw that up there, David. And then just for fun's sake, Yaley, Mears, they're in a battle for last in the point standings. In fact, Danica's moved up quite a bit, which is interesting. So let's take a look at the starting grid for the second Bristol race and see where we qualified. So Martin Truex will start from the pole, Kyle Busch alongside, and if you know how that usually goes, it's probably not going to go very well. In fact, they tied for the pole, so how Truex was able to take the pole over Kyle Busch, I will never know. Earnhardt and Busch, Kurt tied for second, and then tied for third, or tied for fifth, is Hamlin and Gordon. Down through the rest of the field, you can see where your favorite driver is. Where did we qualify on the grid? Well, we took 33rd position, tying with David Gilliland, but I guess because he has more letters in his last name, he was able to eke out a qualifying time over me. I'm not sure how that works out, but yeah. Anyway, then it's Casey Kane bringing up the back with Michael Annett and Chase Elliott all back there. Also, rest in peace, H. Scott, who just died. So just a little tribute to him. So let's send it over to Daryl and Mike and get us started.
It's the wildest night in stock car racing. Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway and the Irwin Tools Night Race. Darrell Waltrip, this place is going to play to a packed house tonight.
This is one of my favorite racetracks, Mike. I love the short tracks. They call this the last great Coliseum, and I know why. You got to be a gladiator to compete here.
Tonight is racing's answer to, if you build it, will they come? Bristol used to struggle to fill 20,000 seats. Fans kept coming, they kept increasing. Now they've got 165,000 seats here. Not that the folks ever sit down on them for very long. This is an action track, Darrell. Ready to go?
Bit awkward, them talking about the crowd size at Bristol. At least for the spring race. I mean, obviously the night race still gets a crowd, but a little bit awkward. You can definitely see the date on the commentary. Here we go.
Go, boys and girls. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go round and round and round.
Man, say that about 98 more times there, Daryl, because that's a 100-lap race. We've already lost a couple positions. But at this point, I just kind of want to maintain position. I'm not really interested in watch my rear. That's some good advice from the spotter as they start going 3 wide. Again, just trying to maintain position rather than really move up the field here at the start. Well, we're going to go to the outside of Clint Boyer. He's going to make the pass underneath a lot of guys, and they all ran into each other, and somehow they were all able to stay the course. As wow, Michael Annett, what on earth are you thinking, boy? Oh, for the love of God. This is NASCAR Heat. Not really sure why it took that long to get a yellow, but Michael Annett kamikazed me. There's no other way to say it. Alright, so tires, gas, repairs, because, of course, we hit the wall. Back out in a sec. Alrighty. Restarting in the final position. We'll see how this goes. In fact, no, we're not last. I don't know what's going on. It says Danica's behind me. Now she's ahead of me. Okay.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
And we'll see how true that is from the spotter. But bad start, bad restart. Kind of to be expected, but again, I'm all about maintaining position, not really about gaining it until we can get a pit stop in, hopefully. Then again, we're catching these guys. Well, we were until I decided to slam the wall for no reason. As we get diamonding off the corner, down underneath David Reagan, but there's going to be nowhere to go because Regan Smith is going to go very slow. On the throttle hard, a little bit of wheel spin. Underneath David Reagan. Can we get underneath him? A little bit more wheel spin off of the corner. I added wedge, but apparently it did not completely solve the loose condition my car had. It's good for qualifying, not really good for traffic. Especially because you need such a good drive off of the corner to stay up with these guys. I'm going to try a little bit different strategy here. We're just going to lift off a little bit more. Nail the throttle there, that's much better. So I nailed the throttle a little bit later, pretty much on the straightaway at that point. And now we've kind of gotten into a rhythm a little bit as we wreck Matt Kenseth for no reason. And maybe we can pass him as we get the car very loose. Lock the brakes up into the corner. Not sure which one this is. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. It all looks the same after a while. Oh, that was just over anxious. Got a little desperate there, not gonna lie. Yeah, that was totally my fault. So we're gonna restart this thing in the 26th position, just mid-pack, as a lot of guys came into the pits under that yellow flag. This will probably end up being yet another yellow, I would guess.
Come on, man. Eyes on the prize. Let's do this now.
We get back underway.
Inside.
And like I said, immediately getting wrecked by Paul Menard. Didn't even get to turn 1.
First is leading by 3 seconds.
And there they all go. Now if I can just sneak in the line somewhere here,
Watch your rear.
that'll be good. But the plate racing is just ridiculous on this track.
Got a car closing on your outside.
Even though it's not plate racing, as far as I'm aware, the cars are not equipped with restrictor plates here. Whoa, whoa,
We're on
whoa.
the high side.
Okay. Alright, so we're all the way to the back. Probably because I just completely killed my rear tires and will just not stop burning the car out.
The leader is
Probably
6
should have
seconds ahead.
pitted now that I think about it, but whatever. Well, now it's going to be a bit of a conservation run as the car's still very, very loose through turn number 3, or turn number 2. Car's still incredibly loose. So we're just going to kind of have to deal with this at this point, though we are starting to catch the back of the field up just a little bit. I just have to drive incredibly cautiously on these tires to keep them from wearing significantly bad. We get up into the wall just a little bit once again. Thankfully, have not damaged the suspension on the car. A lot of times that will happen when you hit the wall as they go 3 and 4 wide, just out in front. Shocking that that would happen in NASCAR 15, right? Oh, not really. But the good thing about the pack racing is that generally you don't have to quite worry as much about getting lapped like you would in NASCAR heat at Bristol if you're slow, because the cars don't really spread out. Jimmy Johnson is leading the race and leading it kind of handily at the moment, but it's not an insurmountable lead like I was actually able to do in NASCAR heat a couple times, as I was able to win and sweep Bristol throughout the year. But this is going to be obviously a much different situation for sure, as there's a ton of smoke up front. I kind of had to lose my rhythm a little bit there because I wasn't sure if there was going to be a wreck. I'm definitely losing my rhythm for sure coming out of the corner and into the corner. Car sliding all over the place like a donkey on grease. Alright, can we get the car right down next to the pavement on the inside of the track? Very nice. It's funny because Bristol is so fast that you end up commentating on things that happened half a lap earlier. But we're about half a tank now of fuel, so you'd assume that the guys who haven't pitted at all yet will end up coming in very shortly. And that will start evening things out and making things a little bit more interesting. We still just can't get up to the last place car in points, J.J. Yaley. Definitely going to need some, as Jackaroot would put it, Dr. Feelgoods on the car. The brand new 4 set of Goodyear Racing Eagles. Are they still Eagles? I can't remember. I actually need to look that up. I looked for a diecast on my desk, but there wasn't one. So I was like, oh boy. I'm going to guess they're Eagles. And if they're not Eagles, oh well. They used to be Eagles. So we get down into the 4th and 3rd turn. And definitely drove out of the corner way too hard there once again. Now running the Larson line way up top. And now I'm starting to see the leaders behind me, which is unfortunate. At least that means the field's spreading out a little bit. It seems like, whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, don't let her get away.
Thanks. I was already saying that. Well, we lost the lap.
1 lap down. Do you want to push?
Yes, I would like a push, please.
Low side's
Push would be
clear.
nice because this loose condition is very annoying.
Clear left. Clear on the outside.
Well, we got passed by the Aaron's car.
Go high. Go high.
Nothing like getting lapped at Bristol.
Put her on the left.
Okay, we'll just try to start doing some smooth times as best I can at this point.
Check your inside.
That's all I can do, and just wait and
Clear
hope
left.
for them to start pitting.
Keep pushing. You gain a couple tenths on the car in front.
There's
Watch
Bobby
your ears,
Labonte
coming
running
fast.
5th
1 back. Coming high.
at Bristol, and Casey Mears running 6th.
Looking low. Let him by. Be smart here.
Well, I tried to be smart, and he just
Better
decided to
move right
wreck
there,
off of
man.
me.
Great save. We're okay.
And I think Almirola hit the inside wall. We finally damaged the car.
Car on the bottom. 3 back.
Goodness
Left
gracious,
side's
look
clear.
at this absolute nonsense that is going on right at the
Car
moment.
up top. Just looking. Car outside.
Yeah, my tires
Back your
are
door.
ripped,
Gotta get to the bottom.
dead.
Just let him by.
That's a, you misgendered Danica. You misgendered Danica. I'm so triggered. Oh, they're coming into the pits. So we've got some cars coming into the pits.
Like we said today. Nice and
Oh,
smooth.
don't spin now. We need to stay out.
Car inside. Just looking.
Oh boy, they are really trying to wreck me.
Come on, buddy.
I will not bring out the yellow.
Clear low.
I want to gain positions in
Closing
the
on
pits.
the bottom. Move up high. Move up high.
Oh,
Let him pass. Crew chief's concerned
there
about
it
your
finally
tires.
is.
They're waving the yellow. Caution's out.
Oh, and Mike Lynette just Mike Lynette just ran into the pit wall. What on earth actually brought it? Well, that'll do it. Yeah, that will do it. Yeah, that's a big wreck. All right, we're pretty much throwing the kitchen sink at it. 4 tires, fuel, track bar adjustment, wedge, grill tape, repairs, all of it. All of it. Well, we're still a lap down because literally everybody pitted
Just take care of it, buddy.
under the yellow. So we've got like 4 cars to race. As you can hear, we're starting at the tail of the field. Wonderful. Here we go.
You're a lap down.
Thanks.
Come on,
I
you
knew
just
that.
gotta be smooth and calm. 10-4.
Well, now it's going to be a question of what we're going to do. I actually put all the wedge I could possibly put in the car. Seems like it's improved it a little bit. In fact, it may have improved it a lot. We're definitely going to run our fastest lap of the race.
Man, that was fast. You just hit a new personal best right there. Great
Yeah, there
job.
you go. And actually a personal best, which is interesting. But now we're back in traffic. So that's going to make things... It's going to make life difficult for sure. We're going to try to drive around the outside here. Car seems pretty fast.
Clear up high.
If I can get past the lappers... In fact, I am already. I'm already the first car lap down. So if we get a yellow,
Car outside you.
it'll be good. So try to get underneath Josh Wise. Got
Car up high.
run into just a little bit there. and really rough up the Doge car. As Danica comes inside trying to take that position away from me, but I will say no thank you to that. And there are 3 wide by 3 wide by 3 wide all through the field.
Watch your rear.
Approaching low. Battle with Danica.
Left side's clear.
And the rivalry with Matt Kenseth continues for no reason. As we keep Danica behind us. Fantastic.
Cover your outside.
As Danica tries to go around the outside, she does it for now. I'm going to rough her up a little bit. There you go. Bye-bye, Danica.
Clear left side.
Got on the brakes just a little too hard there. Here comes Wise down to the inside. We're going to battle with him a little bit longer.
Inside's clear.
Well, it's nice to be able to actually race with these guys.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
As there's the yellow we needed. There is the yellow we needed. Did not get involved. Oh, I got involved. Oh boy. Well, it was Ryan Newman who got turned by Clint Boyer, and then Mike Lynette, who's been an absolute wrecking ball today, and then more problems. Oh dear. Arca brakes. Alright, into the pits. 4 tires and fuel. The car is working pretty much perfectly, so we're just repairing the damage from the crash. We'll be back out there and hopefully going very quick with the benefit of the lucky dog, which I believe we got. Hopefully, anyway. Yes. Okay, there we go.
Way to go, buddy. You got the lucky dog.
So we are back underway.
Come on. Car in front's heading to the pit.
And back in contention. As we were in the back because we were involved, or not involved in the crash, but we were pitting.
Watch your inside.
As Danica goes very slow.
Fight back.
Josh Wise wrecks me, and we got a yellow. And I wrecked Josh Wise. Because it's Bristol, baby. And there you go, Danica going very slow, so I wrecked her. And they call a BS caution.
Clean up truck, are you clear? Pit road's now open. Careful on the restart.
Okay, so we actually get to start mid-pack on this one. 24th. And we'll see if we can finally get this car to the front. Here we go.
Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Race is on.
Car approaching your rear.
And we're just going to block 2 lanes of traffic there.
The driver in first, 2 seconds ahead.
This is essentially a plate race, so we got to drive like a plate race, and we're actually pulling away from the field for once.
Okay, behind you.
That was behind us.
Back,
Larson gets into us just a little bit. We'll keep him behind. Oh,
Okay,
Larson trying to wreck me. He tried.
Looking low.
He tried so hard to wreck me. Oh, we get the tasty mirrors there.
Car inside.
There they all go.
He's charging.
Give up the bottom. You never give up the bottom in NASCAR 15. Oh, for the love of God, there are cars all over the place.
Looking inside.
4 wide there for a second. Mike Lynette still being a weapon.
Car at your door. Up top at
And
your
we
door.
got a yellow.
Yep, caution
Jeb
down.
Burton
Roll out the throttle,
in
buddy.
trouble. So, yeah, that was never going to work. Mike Lynette involved in yet another crash. And Jeb Burton got the worst of that one.
I've got a cleanup truck and a vacuum truck out on the race.
Alright, restarting in the 25th position, this time on the inside. Hopefully this will be a little bit better of a restart than the last one, and it helps that Mike Lynette is out in front rather than behind, so hopefully when he causes another crash, I will not be anywhere near him.
Doing it today.
Here we go.
Car inside. Just
Well, I
looking.
shifted way too early. Elio
approaching
Castro
high.
Neves gets around, and
Looking
pretty much
high.
everybody else.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
And we're just going to kind of run in the center of the track, but Ryan Newman's going to be down there, and he's going to try to wreck me.
3 seconds.
We're just going to lift off there, slide through the corner,
Do your best,
hit
man.
Josh Wise, and now we've saved it. So I guess we'll be back on the throttle here. Well, the thing is, we know the car is fast. We know it's working well, so now it's just conserve tires, run consistently, and wait for the rest of the field to come into the pits. Oh yeah, and don't lose a lap either. That was not conserving the tires at all. That was a huge John Force burnout down the main straightaway. Okay, into turn number 3. Car sliding out just a little bit. Very easy on the throttle down the straightaway. Lift. Braking just a little bit more on the throttle. Off the corner, a little bit of scrape of the wall. Okay, so I'm going to start using, I'm pumping the brakes just a little bit coming into the corner. I think that's helping stabilize the car as we come onto the main straightaway, so that's good. Got to keep the tires under me as best I can. Because the first stint, losing the tires was about the worst thing ever. Because not only did I lose a lap, but then I was just completely at the mercy of the cars lapping me. And they were all trying to wreck me. Which was not fun. Because Brian Vickers continuing to make my Aaron sponsorship look like a poor investment by leading the race. As we continue to just click off laps. They're still 3 wide. I don't understand. How did it get this so wrong? I will never understand the NASCAR 15 AI. And the fact that apparently it was like this since like the first Utechnics game. They never fixed this. And there is another yellow. This time it's Almirola. And it looks like Elio gets involved in it. So Elio getting some Bristol stripes. Pit stop, the usual service. Hopefully we can make it to the end on this one. I'm going to try desperately not to bring out the yellow. So we're not even starting last. We're starting in 41st because these two guys, Yaley and Wise, just got the free pass. So here we go. Back to the green.
Come on, buddy. We've got to work for that money.
And here we go. Hopefully to finish the race in Bristol here. Gonna try for a 40-lap green flag run to the end. I understand that that's a bit of a wishful thinking scenario, but I'm gonna be optimistic because I finally got the car. And wow, what a crash! That is a major crash. So Blaney involved with Kyle Busch, and Kyle Busch gets up on his 2 wheels, and they all spin in front of the field. Oh no, Mikey! Boy, the AI are driving like me today. I don't know what's going on. Restarting on the outside in 28th position, right in the middle of the field. So you know how this is probably going to go, but we're going to try to keep it green because. Well, Kyle, not sure what was going on there, but whatever. Alright, so we're back to the green. And now, can we just stay ahead of these guys? It looks like McFlurry's going to really try to the outside. And we're actually going to get underneath Kyle Busch. We got around Kyle Busch, holy smokes. Get hard on the brakes there behind Austin Dillon. So we're going to try to get to the inside of McDowell. We had to cut Kurt Busch off there. It's really hard racing here in the middle of the pack. Oh, got up out of the groove. Allmendinger smacks the wall. Annette. Several other cars going underneath. Somehow we managed to make it through without wrecking. Not going to be that time, though. Well, Allmendinger was trying to kill me for like a lap and a half, and he finally finished the job with the help of Josh Wise. You don't have to be lonely at tiresonly.com. And guess who the leader is? Elio Castro Neves. Which is kind of funny. Alright. Restarting stone dead last this time. And to the green we go. We're underway. Castro Neves continues to lead. Maybe he can pick up his first NASCAR win here at the last great Coliseum, but at the moment, it's all about us and trying to come up from last. Car running really well right now. Feels very, very fast. It's just going to be about where can we pass any of these guys. And now we've got cars pitting, so I'm going to go to the outside because screw that. Look at this pack up in front. And where is the pitting going to occur. Looked like we had one car come into the pits. Everybody's wrecking. We get turned into the wall.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Finally get the yellow. Finally get the yellow. And it was for Austin Dillon because he absolutely killed me for no reason. This is getting ridiculous.
Just take care of
We
everybody.
still got 24 laps to go, which is kind of annoying, to say the least, for sure. Okay, here we go. Green is about to come out, and it is out, and no wheel spin. But it didn't make up for the fact that it was still a terrible, terrible restart.
Put her on the low side.
So we're just gonna run with this repaired car that's been repaired like 50 times. I feel so sorry for my crew. So sorry.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Okay, we got more ridiculous pitting, which is going to just cause trouble. Why pit under green? As we get behind Tony Stewart and just... Who is coming into the pits? I guess nobody. Oh boy, there's Michael Annette.
Clear up top.
Oh, it's Jeb Burton. Okay, can we keep the race green for this long? As I'm going to go around the outside as several cars peel off into the
Check your
pits.
inside.
I almost lost it. I'm not sure how I didn't.
Clear left. Car in
But
line
we're
with
actually
you.
up to 38 because we actually
your rear.
passed guys legitimately on the track.
Watch your mirror. He's coming up fast.
And I wasn't paying attention to
Car up top,
the fact that
going
my
back.
car was wheel spinning.
Coming on the high side.
And I lose the position right back to Keselowski. So we're going to have
Leader
to
6 seconds ahead.
battle with the beer wagon here down into turn
On
3.
your right side.
Pretty much
Yellow's
wreck him.
out, going to
Ah,
caution, going to
God
caution.
almighty. Why did the yellow come out? Oh, boy. Just call cautions for the stupid, most arbitrary reasons. At the very least, I didn't need to pit this time, so we are starting mid-pack, which generally means there's going to be an absolutely horrendous accident here in just a second. So, prepare for that. The threat, Michael Annette, still just out in front.
You're doing great.
All of my sponsors are trying to kill me, Aaron's and
One
Menards.
up top.
Surprised there wasn't a Bass Pro Shop car, and Dale Jr. has killed me.
Looking low. We're under caution here.
This is going to be another pit stop. That's an exciting video. This is a pit stop.
We're doing great, buddy. That pit stop's gonna make all the difference.
Alright, here we go. Ready to finish this one. Hopefully. Here we go.
Keep the momentum. Let's go.
Oh well, I don't even care
Car
about
in
that.
front's heading to the pit.
You know what, I'm just going to back off. And I'm just going to run by myself fast laps and just hope that they don't crash while they're all pitting and whatnot. You can hear the car on the rev limiter. I'm going so fast down the straightaways. I mean, the car has so much grip. But can I use any of it? Well, we can use some of it here.
Go up high.
We get up to 38th position. Now what I'm going to do is back these guys up a little bit and then on the throttle, I'm literally brake checking the AI so that they can't pack up. It's a brilliant strategy.
Looking high. Car approaching
And then
low.
they ended up packing up anyway because the guys in front were going way too slow.
Doing great, man. Right's clear. Car right behind you.
And we go around the outside. Well, we put Stenhouse in the wall, but whatever.
High
No
side's
yellow.
clear.
I'm just trying to focus on the track right now.
The leader is
Can we
6
get
seconds
underneath
ahead.
two cars? Yes, we
Coming on the high
can.
side. Cover your outside.
Get out of here, Hamlin.
Coming low.
Oh, they're trying to wreck.
Remember what we said. No rookie mistakes out there today.
I already made like 100
Car
of those
approaching low.
today. As Gilliland goes underneath me, but we get him right back,
He's coming on the inside.
and he wrecks me.
He's coming high.
Will we save it?
Car high.
Maybe.
High side. Come on, man. Stay
Nope,
off the
we
wall.
did not.
10-4.
Oh, for the love of God. That is... You know, it's funny. It's almost easier to drive a terrible car at Bristol than a good one. This is also a pit stop. Alright, let's finish this thing.
Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
We've got 8 laps to
Okay,
go.
let's get back in that rhythm.
We
Let's go
fixed
get
the
these
car for the umpteenth time. I'm just going to lay back on this one. as long as I can and just hope the field spreads out so I can go for 5 laps here.
Nobody's going to make it easy for us today, buddy.
And go for the win. Even though I'm just going to, well, I maybe laid back too much there. Oh, for the love of God. Well, we're just going to run fastest lap of the race and then just hope that people hit. Because screw this, I'm done at this point. Entirely too much
The leader is 10 seconds ahead.
silliness and ridiculousness in this video for me.
8 to go.
So who's coming into the pits? Is anybody coming into the pits? Well, they said they were coming. Somebody was coming into the pits, but I guess not. So I just run as fast as I can and try to catch the gingerbread man or something like that.
7 to go.
Still nobody coming into the pits. Well, this is going to be a boring end of the race. That's for
6
sure.
to go.
I'm going to make you guys sit through this because I'm actually catching the back of the field too, which is kind of funny. I'm going to make you guys sit through this because you need to know my pain, at least a little bit of it.
5 to go.
Because this is truly painful. Oh, there's a car coming into the pits. We're going to gain a position.
Come on, man. Keep that momentum.
We got a mercy
Keep that
kill.
momentum.
But it looks like Cole Witt's going to win. So good for him. I think it's like his second win of the season.
4
If
to
indeed he
go.
does end up pulling it off. Just possibly.
Yellow's out. Going to caution. Going to caution.
Oh. And it's Austin Dillon once again getting turned by Trevor Bayne and then piling the field up once again. I do not care at this point. I want the race to end. So we've got 2 laps to go. All I need to do is essentially maintain position and then I'm finished. I'm finished with the Bristol in the NASCAR 15. Okay, here we go. And we're underway.
Car in front's heading to the pit. Okay,
Well, that's
let's
going to
go.
make
Gotta
things a
step
bit
it up.
awkward, that's for
Closing
sure.
up top.
So here we go.
Closing on the bottom.
Green is out. The car is on old tires, so that's going to make
On the
things
bottom, one back.
difficult
Car
for
up
sure.
top, just looking.
Do not bring out a yellow, do not
Car
bring out a
inside,
yellow,
trying
do
to
not
get to
bring
your
out a
corner.
yellow. I don't even care if we finish last.
Car underneath.
Alright, the white is out. Next flag ends the race,
Clear right.
which means the checkered flag.
He's coming low.
Okay, I'm just going to go for it here in the final lap.
The leader is 4 seconds in front.
Kamikaze!
Checkered flag.
Alright, took a couple guys out. Now I've just got to beat Harvick to the line. Can I do it? I did it. 40th place. That was great. McDowell, Edwards, all the people. Oh god, that was awful. Jeff Gordon won. I guess that helps. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I needed an ice pack or something. I need a long walk off a short pier. I got the phrase right this time. Bristol.